Hey y'all, we are back with another dance update. Here we go. After the Rogue Invitational wrapped up, some of the athletes were quick to hop on a plane and get back home, while others decided to take advantage of being over the pond and having some mini vacations. Some staying in Scotland and visiting the castles and taking in the beautiful landscape and architecture. I saw that Tia Claire Toomey had posted some pictures on her Instagram story with Shane and another proven athlete, Taylor Williamson. Justin Madero sharing stories to his Instagram page with his mom and dad and sisters. And then Danny Spiegel and Ariel Lowen exploring Scotland together for a couple of days, often posting to their stories. In an unfortunate turn of events, Danny Spiegel had had 2 milkshakes back to back one evening, thought she was feeling really, really full, and then a few hours later posted to her story that she had come down with food poisoning. At some point, the food poisoning must have taken a turn for the worst. I saw yesterday that she had posted to her story that she was seeking medical attention. She was wearing what looked to be an urgent care or hospital bracelet on her arm while she was receiving an IV of fluids. So hopefully everything is okay there. Other athletes and coaches venturing out of Scotland, Dallin Pepper and Ricky Garrard went to Iceland. And then I saw that Jason Hopper was in France with his wife. Coach Matt Torres of Brute Strength was in Milan, Italy, and then Switzerland. And I also saw Jeff Adler and his wife and coach Carolyn Lambre visiting Italy as well. Haley Adams and Jorge Fernandez headed over to Germany with Brooke and Sydney Wells. And then Haley and Jorge both visiting the Adidas headquarters. They're joining other big name athletes in the sport like Laura Horvath, Sydney Wells, Bethany Flores, who are also sponsored by Adidas. Justin Medeiros has since released a few videos to his YouTube channel on his trip to Scotland, a little behind the scenes of the competition. He does talk about event Braveheart, the wall walk complex and back squats, where he did receive that no rep at the final rep of the event.
I stepped forward during my squat, which I didn't think that was a no rep because I still stood it up all the way, but they gave me 7 seconds back, which was awesome. But
Tia also released a video to her YouTube channel on her day 1 of competition. They talk a little bit about Bitcoin in there.
Did you see Bitcoin?
Yeah, man. Hey,
Trump baby. Trump.
Can we?
Now, of course, after seeing this, I had to head over to the comment section. And if you're one of the morons in the comment section that said you were going to unfollow the greatest female CrossFitter of all time because her and Shane simply allude to the fact that the American economy likes a Trump administration, then I only really have one thing to say to you.
You stupid idiot!
Tia also released another video. This one was only about 8 minutes long and it started off day 2 competition. However, then there's no footage of the rest of the day 2 or day 3. They don't really explain why that is. They just said they were in the thick of it. They give a little bit of recap on her win, and that is all. Now, some of you have been asking, where were the legends? We didn't see much of them on the live stream. Well, you had to purchase the premium package through Rogue Invitational, and you had to watch them through the Iron Game tailgate show. They were commentating on the events in real time as they were going on.
Well, consistently well.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go. All right, someone's had some way.
Cut her off.
Drink up, baby, drink up.
This was pretty cool. I went back and watched some of it just to kind of see their reactions and what they talked about during the crazy moments of the event.
He's coming though.
Oh, wow, yeah, they did make it right back up.
So you gotta use your trap.
They had special guests on like Miranda of Street Parking. They had the Buttery Bros. Peter from Coffee Pods and Wads was on, as well as all the legends that were on the list. Josh Bridges, Becca Voigt, China Cho, Annie Thorisdottir, Annie Sakamoto, Tommy Hackenbrook, Ben Smith, Dan Bailey. It was pretty cool. I was particularly interested in their reactions to the injuries during the duel.
Wow. Oh, I hope everybody's okay. Wow.
Yeah, there's somebody who didn't continue.
Yeah. Oh, no. I really hope that's not a
I hope
calf or Achilles.
That is so small.
Right.
I know.
To produce so many great athletes.
Right, yeah. We didn't pick horses.
Oh no.
Who do you have here?
Uh-oh. Oh no.
I'm gonna pick Henrik.
Oh, another one.
Oh no, Henrik.
In one of the clips, they had cut away before we came back for the burpee standard being implemented, and it seems they were joking about something quietly and didn't realize the mics had already been turned back on. Now, the legends did compete on the floor there at Rogue Invitational. They all came out together. They did a partner-style workout. That live stream is separate from the Elite individual live stream, but you can go back to the YouTube channel to watch. Now, I know this live stream didn't have nearly the amount of views as the Elite individuals. A lot of these legend athletes are kind of gone, not necessarily forgotten. These are the athletes that this sport evolved on. They didn't have big sponsorship deals with Adidas and Red Bull and Airwave and Toe Spacers. No, they were members of their community. They were teachers and doctors and first responders and coaches and affiliate owners. They did this for the love of the sport and to make their affiliate community proud.
Go a little deeper and you find the connection between audience and athlete much stronger and more profound in the CrossFit Games than in other sports. Fans at the Games are consumed by it because they share it.
It's because they all do it.
This is going to be a hot take for all the high-level competitive athletes in the sport right now. This is for you. Instagram followers don't equal ticket sales. Open participation equals ticket sales. At its peak in 2018, we had the highest open participation level we ever had. We had the most in-person attendance, even on a regional level, across the world. As much as you don't want to admit it, this is not a professional sport yet. This isn't the NFL or the NBA. This is CrossFit. It's very unique. It's very niche. We value and we care what kind of people you are on and off the floor. I'm seeing a lot of athletes nowadays just taking from our community and giving so little back. You can sign with Adidas, you can sign with Rad, you can sign with whoever, and people can buy your stuff. But Instagram followers don't equal ticket sales. If you want the fans to continue to show up, spend thousands of dollars to come watch you guys compete, know who your fans are.
It's because they all do it. It's because they all do it.
Know your audience. Now, the PFAA had posted recently to their Instagram a series of slides detailing how the board of directors is elected. Up until recently, the general public really had no idea what this process looked like. The PFAA sent an email out to all eligible athletes on October 16th asking for their nominations for the board. Now, these can be self-nominated by athletes or nominated by their peers. Once a board member is elected, they will serve 2 consecutive years just for continuity, even if they become ineligible during that 2-year time period. I found it a little interesting that the PFAA has roughly 52,000 followers. However, up until a couple days ago, this post only had 390 something likes. 8 people commented on it. Mostly they were jokes.
That's why the PFAA is a joke. It's because the people that run it are not fully focused on the safety of the athletes.
Well, that's just one of the reasons it's a joke.
I don't know if that means that athletes in the community aren't really taking the PFAA seriously, but the Barbell Spin also put out a detailed article in regards to this entire process. They show the list. There are currently 9 board members. However, there are only 6 members up for election this go around. Each of the 6 board members up for vote had to put out a statement to the athletes explaining why it is that they think they would be good board members. All eligible voting members have until November 17th to cast their vote. We all know Danielle Brandon is not afraid to speak her mind, but I feel like if you're a professional in the sport and you want your peers to respect you and look to you to be the person who's going to be speaking for them, you probably need to have fewer instances.
And Toomey's done, and she'll head to the the skier.
Really interesting as we see things start to shake out here from Gondola.
Well, you mentioned that because Emma Tall right now, you would assume would be the woman who would wind up.
Neutral gaze with her head position, chin more towards her clavicle than looking up high.
Alice Kazan, meanwhile, is towards the back of the pack. So keep an eye on her. Horvath done back to has to go back. I don't know if she got hit with a no rep. She's got one left.
Please. When things don't go her way, There's a difference between things going wrong and things not going her perceived way.
Next competition on the schedule is the Belgrade Games. That's actually going on right now in Serbia. And this is Luka Dukic's first time returning to the competition floor since his brother's tragic death at the CrossFit Games. Some other athletes you might recognize competing at the event, and I'm going to butcher these names: Moritz Freeberg, Jacqueline Dahlstrom, Alyssa Fuliano, David Schrunk, are all competing in the elite divisions. You can catch the full live streams of the elite men and women on the Be Friendly Fitness YouTube channel. I actually caught a glimpse of the elite males first event yesterday, and Luka Dukic, doing what he does, came out and won event number 1.
And Luka Dukic will open with an event win here, 13-30.
Laura Horvath again with the cryptic quotes in her Instagram posts. She always says them for the last slide. It's nothing I can gain from you losing, and it's nothing that I lose from you winning. Read that twice. One kind of feels like it's directed at Tia, even possibly could have been directed at Gabby, considering she was beating Laura up until the injury. I'm not really sure. I just wish she would just tag somebody. Just tag them. There was some rumor and speculation that Ricky was going to switch camps and move over to Proven. That still has not been validated, but there are some talks and comments on social media. And this person here, I'm not really sure who runs this account, but I have seen them a lot in the social media space. Blueprint Health and Fitness states, Ricky ain't going to Proven, LOL. Did he talk to Ricky? He could have tagged Ricky to answer for himself. I don't know. And if you are not already following Pedro, Coffee Pots and Watts on Instagram, please go follow this man. If you have a sense of humor at all, you're going to love his stuff.
All right, listen, we really need to get ahead of this thing and announce something, anything. It's November. Don't you worry about that, Schnookums.
That is all for this dense update. Be sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you're into that sort of thing, you can head over to my Instagram page and follow me for all the latest updates in the CrossFit community.